Hey, fourth graders, welcome back to Bible. Now, if you remember back to when we first started talking about our divided kingdom, you'll remember that we have Israel, the top 10 tribes. I believe they were under the rule of King Jeroboam at first. And then we have the bottom two tribes, Judah, who were at first under the reign of King Rehoboam. Now, since then, we've gone through lots and lots of kings, lots of bad kings, a couple good kings, but mostly bad kings. And today we are talking about a king of Judah. We are near the end of the divided kingdom here. This king from Judah, his name is King Hezekiah. And thankfully, unlike most kings, we would give King Hezekiah a big thumbs up. Right? King Hezekiah does follow in the ways of the Lord. Right? Now, there are these people, the Assyrians, and they're coming down because they want to take over Jerusalem. They want to take over Judah, right? And King Hezekiah is kind of worried, but at first he says, hey, how about I give you guys some money, and if you guys take the money, then you guys can leave and just leave us alone, please. And the Assyrians at first are like, great, yes, we'll take the money. And they left, but then they came right back. And they say, you know what, that money was great, but we're still going to take over you guys. We still want this land. We want your people. We want to capture you guys. That obviously made the people of Judah really, really nervous. Okay. Now, the way that I picture this part in the Bible is I picture King Hezekiah gathering all the people that he can right around him, all these people who are really worried. And he actually almost quotes very similar to a couple verses in Joshua that I'm sure you guys will recognize. So he gathers all these people together, and I'm in 2 Chronicles here, chapter 32, verse 7, and he tells everyone, he says, hey, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged because the king of Assyria and the vast army with him, for there is a greater power with us than with him. With him is only the arm of flesh, right? Just soldiers. But with us is the Lord our God to help us and to fight our battles. And the people gained confidence from what King Hezekiah, king of Judah, said. Yes, like a big pep talk, right? But then these Assyrian men, they're bullies, right? And some bullies are very powerful and like fight like with their fists, but others kind of try to be deceptive, and they say to they start talking to some of the people from Judah and start saying, hey, you really think your God is going to be able to take down our army? Like, don't listen to what Hezekiah is going to say, right? Here's what a couple of the things that the Assyrians were saying. I'm moving down to verse 15 here. Now, do not let Hezekiah deceive you and mislead you like this. Do not believe him. For no God of any nation or kingdom has been able to deliver his people from my hand, like the Assyrian hand, or from the hands of my predecessors, kings before the current king of Assyria. How much less will your God deliver you from my hand? And if you think that's bad enough, they keep almost trash talking our awesome God, right? They say some more things here where they said, well, actually, the kings wrote letters ridiculing the Lord, the God of Israel, and saying this against him. Just as the gods of the people of the other lands did not rescue their people from my hand, so the God of Hezekiah will not rescue his people from my hand. So these Assyrians are so confident. They're saying, you know what? All these other countries that we've taken over, their gods haven't been able to stop us. Why is your God going to be able to stop us? Right? Obviously, these people from Assyria haven't dealt with the one true God yet. But thankfully, these people of Judah listen to Hezekiah, and Hezekiah keeps his mind focused, and he listens to what God wants him to do. Through the prophet Isaiah, we find this. Okay, this crazy, awesome thing happened, right? So all these people of Judah stay quiet, right? None of them surrender. They all say, you know what, we're going to listen to Hezekiah because we know that he's trusting God, and we want to trust God with this, right? So now I'm over to verse 20 here. King Hezekiah and the prophet Isaiah cried out in prayer to heaven about this, right? They cry out to God. They say, God, we need you to help us here, right? Please help us take down these Assyrian men, right? And this is what happens. Verse 21 of chapter 32 in 2nd Chronicles. And the Lord sent an angel who, now this is a crazy awesome word here, right? The Lord sent an angel who annihilated all the fighting men and commanders and officers in the camp of the king of Assyria, right? God didn't strike them down. God didn't chase them away. God annihilated these Assyrian men. Now, all these Assyrian men were the ones who were basically talking smack about our one true God, right? And what does God do? God comes down, he protects his people of Judah, and he annihilates them through an angel, right? Now, the king of Assyria does leave because he doesn't want to be a part of that. One thing that I just really love about this story is how God is able to show his faithfulness to his people. King Hezekiah does follow God, and God does come through, and God is faithful to King Hezekiah and the people of Judah here. So that does wrap up our story here. There is a homework assignment question that I want you guys to answer. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But as always, I'll see you guys later, and remember to wash your hands.